my god, so many memories. That show, DuckTales, was the shit as a kid, okay? If you didn't like DuckTales, like, don't even talk to me. That theme song was the best. That show was so awesome. With Scrooge McDuck. Like, if you didn't live through the 90s cartoons, you did not live. I remember waking up every single Sunday morning at 6 a.m. to watch my Sunday morning cartoons. I was born in 94, if you didn't know, so I'm 17 years old now. So my range, I was a bit late for the 90s cartoons. I'm gonna admit I was a bit late, but they were still playing. So I remember watching, waking up, like I said, 6 a.m. and seeing the commercials saying that Pokemon was being played at 6 a.m. PST / 9 a.m. EST, and I was always so rattled by this. I was so confused. I would wake up so many times, be like, yeah, Pokemon's on at like 9 a.m. and I realized, what? Pokemon's not on. I wake up at 6 a.m. it's on, so I soon realized I only go by the PST because I live on the Pacific Coast. EST, it's not, it doesn't belong here. It doesn't belong to me because I live on the Pacific Coast. I soon realized what they actually meant later on, but those were the good days. God, nostalgia to the max. Wow, I remember so much about my childhood just with cartoons. I loved my cartoons. There was the DuckTales. What other ones? Rugrats. Rugrats was amazing. I totally ruined Rugrats for myself. Rugrats was on Netflix, and I was like, no, I'm not gonna watch Rugrats. It'll totally ruin my childhood. And so I didn't for like a week, and I was just really bored one night, and I was just like, I'm just gonna check it out. I watched it for 5 minutes, turned it off my Xbox, went to sleep, regretting my decision because that show was so absolutely atrocious, not entertaining in any way. It was so bad, and now my Rugrats memories are just horrible. I don't even want to think about it. Rugrats movie, I have Rugrats the PS1 game. I loved Rugrats as a child. I loved Barney. I'll admit it. Barney, I love you, you love me. We're a happy family. With a great big hug and a kiss to me to you. Don't you something Barney loves you too. But yeah, I liked Barney as a kid. I'm not gonna lie. The guy's purple dinosaur. What's there not to love about a purple dinosaur? Okay, don't hate. Okay, we all have our like inner secrets as a childhood of like watching those gay TV shows. I'll admit, I did not watch Powerpuff Girls. Okay, my sister watched Powerpuff Girls, and I was sitting on the couch at times that I would kind of watch some episodes, but I was never into the Powerpuff Girls. Although, that would be pretty sick to be a Powerpuff Girl, not gonna lie. That stuff was pretty legit what they did. What's another show that I watched? Another show that I watched as a kid, Yu-Gi-Oh! I watched briefly. Pokemon was like sick. And Jericho said recently, how is it possible that Ash Ketchum has a Pokedex and is able to catch them all, but he can't find that island that he only needs to sail like a little bit across to get to? It's a good question. From his hometown, all he does to get to the Elite 11 is surf across like a couple, I don't even know, there's no metric system for Pokemon, okay, so I don't even know what you'd call it. But anyway, some other shows, Popeye. There was some Popeye in there. Not a whole lot. I thought that was kind of stupid. What other ones? Dragon Ball Z, Kamehameha. I watched a couple seasons of Dragon Ball Z. I got into it a little bit. I got into it quite a bit, actually. And I remember 7 p.m. I think it was 7 p.m. 8 p.m. 8 p.m. was... No, this is what happened. 7 p.m. when I was a little child was my bedtime. And so, or 7:30, something like that, along those lines. And I'd be like, please, can I stay up just like an extra half an hour to watch Dragon Ball Z? And so I'd be allowed to stay up an extra little bit to watch Dragon Ball Z. And eventually I got tired of Dragon Ball Z. Another one was Hey Arnold. That guy was pretty sick, except looking back, the guy has like the the most retarded head of all time. I never watched Family Guy, South Park as a child because I was 7 years old. You don't even like touch South Park as a 7-year-old. I'm sorry. I don't think anyone did. If you are, then I guess you're kind of boss. Aladdin. People watched Aladdin. Yeah, that guy was pretty sick. SpongeBob. Yeah. Bugs Bunny and Tweety Show. That was a shit. Okay. You'd wake up, watch the Bug Bunny and Tweety Show, see some not Sylvester. What's his name? Yeah, it's Sylvester. The cat. Oh, what's the one? Roadrunner. That guy is so legit. God, I'm just getting nostalgia to the max. Oh my goodness. That's what this is gonna be called. 90s cartoons nostalgia to the max. Cat Dog. I watched Cat Dog as a child as well. That was pretty sick. What else? I'm trying to think. Arthur! That is what I was thinking of. Arthur! Okay, I watched Arthur for a bit. My sister was more into Arthur. And I would watch it a little bit. And I got over Arthur really quickly, I'll admit. Arthur was decent. The guy is an aardvark. Okay? I'm sorry, but if you're basing your whole storyline off an aardvark going to school with his little friends, who are all like aardvarks as well, why would you pick an aardvark? Arthur the aardvark. I'm sorry. Just goes way over my head. I'm sorry to the developer or the casting crew. But then again, Arthur was successful. You never know. If it was Arthur the strawberry, he might have not done good. What other ones? I'm trying to think. There was this one show. I'm trying to think of it. It was on YTV or something at late night, and it was that scary show. When I was a child, I thought it was super, super scary, but it wasn't. It was like Freaky Fridays or not Freaky Fridays. I'm trying to remember. This is gonna eat at me for the rest of the night. Or there was also Pajama Bananas or Bananas in Pajamas. That was pretty sick. And Pangu. Pangu as a child, that thing was legit, okay? Pangu didn't even talk English, but I understood Pangu as a child. He understood me. But anyways, what were your favorite TV shows as a child? So in the 90s, or maybe you're born in the 80s or the 70s. I don't even know when you were born. But what were your favorite cartoons as a child? I'd say my top were probably Barney. I'll admit it. Barney was probably on the top, with Caillou, who probably had cancer as a child in this like whole show. But none of us even were oblivious to that. So I'd say maybe Caillou. No, I don't even know. Barney, Rugrats, and something else. But anyways, it's getting close to the end of the video. I'll talk about it for a bit. I use the Blackbird, Attack Helicopter, and Attack Dogs. Now, if you're gonna use a chopper gunner, I suggest going dogs, not chopper gunner gunship. The reasoning, lots of people go snubs riding the Strellas, because they're playing with their Strellas out. They want to kill your chopper gunner. So you gotta put the dogs on. You call it the Cujos, the puppies, and the puppies go to town. They go to work, and anyone trying with the ghost to pull out the Strela gets mauled by those puppies. And at the same time, you're going to be spawn trapping them with the chopper gunner. So it's good times, definitely. But I go 83 and 13 in this game. Not the greatest, but look at that final kill cam. So I'm going to end on that note. If you enjoyed, please leave a like. I'll catch you guys later, and I'll give you this to end it.